Is Challenger just gonna... Yep. We are super weak. We took 3 power shots right there. We can definitely get this Arachne though. We use our 3 to get a little bit closer. Oh, 18 health. I love it. What a do, skibbity boo, it's your boy SeanyB Gaming, and today we have a viewer request to play Fenrir in the jungle. If you are new to the channel, I upload 6 to 7 times a week. I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intention of seeing what went right and what went wrong, and hopefully there's something we can learn together. If you are a returning viewer, we got a 2-parter. We had 2 games with Fenrir. Unfortunately, both ended a little early, so we're going to combine them together and kind of review what happened. So let's go ahead and start with Fenrir's passive. Fenrir's passive, as he lands basic attacks on an enemy god or an enemy minion, he's going to gain a rune. At 5 runes, he's going to be able to enhance his 1, his 3, or his ultimate by providing an additional effect. Fenrir's 1, he's going to jump onto a target. At full runes, this jump is going to stun the enemies. If the leap hits an enemy god, his cooldown is going to be reduced by 30%. The stun lasts for 1 second. Fenrir's 2, Fenrir is going to howl and increase his physical power and give himself a lifesteal buff. At level 1, he can increase his physical power by 20. At level 5, he can increase his physical power by 80. 80 physical power is basically an entire free item. And the physical lifesteal from this is going to be 35%. So if you're ever weak, you can use your 2 and then start basic attacking a minion to start healing. We're going to make our way from speed to blue. Fenrir's 3, Brutalize. Fenrir gains increased protections and is going to pounce onto a target. Enemies within this radius are going to take 50% of the damage. Fenrir is going to strike 4 times. While casting, Fenrir is immune to knockups, and at full runes, it's going to deal an additional 15% physical power scaling. I believe this is per hit, so 15 times 4 is actually 60%. Then Fenrir's ultimate. Fenrir is going to become massive. He's going to become immune to CC and move a lot faster. Fenrir is going to be able to bite a god and then carry them away. At full runes, this ability is going to give Fenrir double protections. It's going to give him 50% movement speed, and he's going to be able to carry the enemy for 2 seconds. So we are on our red buff. Let's go ahead and review the build and how we're starting. I have no idea why this Kraken is right here. We're going to start attacking him. And we should be able to get him. He goes down. Not exactly sure why the Kraken was trying to invade our red solo right there. We might be able to get some damage onto this Persephone. We did not have full runes, so that was not a stun. We cancel our 3, that way we don't go into the tower. And we're pretty weak, so we're going to start falling back. We're going to come over to the small harpy and use our 2 to lifesteal off of it for a little bit. Right now we don't have enough money for the tier 2 boots, and our speed is not going to be up for a little bit, so we actually have enough time to hit another camp or 2. After this camp, we're going to back. So with Fenrir, whenever you're using your 3 on the camps, you want to make sure that you're targeting the largest minion, because as soon as the minion that you target goes down, he's going to stop his Brutalize. So if you accidentally lock onto a small and you kill the small within 2 hits of the Brutalize, only 2 hits are going to be damaging the large minion. So you always want to target the large minion, so that way the 50% damage from the Brutalize is hitting the small minions. So we got the Assassin's Blessing. We're going to be going into the Sledge, and then we're going to be going into the Warrior's Tabi. We're going to go ahead and rotate to our blue. The Osiris is kind of weak. Right here is a great example of why you should target the large minion. Completely messed up my Brutalize on the blue camp. So we're just going to basic attack these guys. Oh, we're going to use our Brutalize, which consumes our 5 runes. So now we only have 2 runes. If Fenrir gets a kill on an enemy, he's going to get the full 5 stacks of his runes. And if Fenrir were to get an assist, he's going to get 3 stacks of his runes. Damage is up, so we're going to go ahead and drop this for our Merlin. And then left lane looks like it could use a little bit of help, so we're going to rotate over here.
We need to help our friends.
We have full stack, so our jump is going to stun. It would have been good if we weaved in a basic attack right there before using our Brutalize. So we just got our ultimate. Kabrakan most likely does not have beads, so we're going to blink in, grab him, and then just hold him for our Sylvanas. He has a good stun. We're going to jump in. Sylvanas is able to get him with the Wisp damage. So now we have enough money for the boots that we desire. Our speed, we could probably hit one more camp before our speed comes back up, so we're going to hit this purple. If you look right above your health bar, you'll see there are currently 2 yellow icons, both around the same time. One is now 7 seconds, the other is 13 seconds. The one that does not have the small number 3 in it is the timer for the speed camp. So having known that there's only about 15 seconds left, I make the decision that it's time to back by and then start another rotation. A couple of people have been asking me to make kind of a comprehensive Conquest guide where I kind of touch on each lane and the responsibilities. Thinking about doing that. If that's something that you would like, be sure to give me a comment in the comments down below. Let me know that you're interested in that. If not, that's cool too. We can stick to these daily uploads. We finally conquer the blue buff and don't waste our 3 on a small on the blue buff. There's 2 people in mid, so we're going to start making our way right now. We do have our ultimate and we do have full runes on our jump. We're going to go ahead and ult this Nemesis and then just take her under tower. Merlin gets the pick. We need one more basic. We get the basic. And we jump, getting the stun, get one more basic, and we're able to get the pick. So generally speaking, with Fenrir, you're going to want to target
Diamond Sylvanas.
Who is?
Is that not Diamond?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. I love it.
Sorry about that, my controller died, and my Xbox Live, or my Xbox Party audio got picked up. Sounds like I got my controller back on though. With Fenrir, you're going to want to ult people who do not have beads. So usually the solo lane, the support, and the jungler do not have beads. And it's always worth checking to see if mid and carry have beads.
Oh, Nemesis.
We're going to go ahead and use our 3 onto the Loki. We're able to get the pick.
Ulting when get your damage off.
I'm on cooldown for
Dead.
everything.
There's a bit of a team fight going on in mid. We're going to go ahead and back. Speed is almost up. And we are able to get Sledge. We're going to make our way to the speed buff. Osiris is probably pickable. We're going to make our way over to blue. If Osiris is still in lane, we might go for him. Nemesis is here. We're definitely going to make a play. We blink in. We hit a minion. Not exactly sure what happened there. But we get the pick on a Nemesis. We're going to go ahead and ult this Osiris. And we're able to get the kill. Since our solo laner is not over in this lane, we're going to clean up the minions and then make our way to the blue buff. If we did not handle the minions, they would just go under tower and nobody would get the XP for it. At least this way, the minions are meeting in the middle. And our solo laner, Agni, should make it back before the enemy solo laner. So now you can clear the wave and pick up the blue without missing too much farm. Warrior Tabi is a pretty good item on Fenrir. That additional 40 power early on can really make a difference in whether he gets the damage off that he needs or he does not. We're going to be going into the Sledge second item. The Sledge is going to give us a little bit of power, a little bit of health. It's going to make it to where whenever we're near an enemy, we're going to gain 10 physical and 10 magical protections, up to 3 stacks for 3 enemies. It is also going to give us 20% crowd control reduction, meaning that whenever Loki ults us, if we're stunned for a second, we're only going to be stunned for 0.8 seconds. If Nemesis slows us for 2 seconds, we are only going to be slowed for 1.6 seconds. We get our Brutalize onto the Cabrakan. We have our ult. We get the Loki, he beads. So right there, the better target selection would have been the Nemesis. She's the jungler, I think she has Blink. We use Brutalize, we get in, we jump out, and we might be safe, but Nemesis dashes in. Because she dashed in, I think our team is going to be able to get her. Never mind, that's a shame, she got out. So we got the Sledge. The Sledge is just going to make us a little bit tankier, make us a little bit safer, and right now we have a little bit of a lead. So being a little bit tankier while you're ahead is always helpful. After going into the Sledge, we're going to be going into Arondight. Arondight is going to give us 10% cooldown, it's going to give us 70 power, and whenever we hit our ultimate onto an enemy, all enemies within a certain radius are going to be revealed. You're going to gain some additional movement speed when chasing an enemy, and whenever you land a basic attack after landing an ult, you're going to do an additional percentage of your physical power, making this ability, or making this item, really useful for auto attacking after your ultimate. We're going to go ahead and brutalize the blue camp before any of these small minions can spawn. We have our ult in 4. This Osiris does not have beads.
An enemy has been slain.
He ults at a perfect time and we completely waste our ult. Not completely, I guess we pulled him back a little bit. We're going to go ahead and use our Brutalize. We're about to get stunned. We're going to fall back. Are we actually going to give up though? Nope. We're just making it look like we ran away. Nemesis rotates in. We're going to jump in. We get our 3 off onto the Nemesis. We're able to get the pick onto her. We're going to use our 2 to get the bonus power. Now we're going to try to auto attack this Osiris. We're able to get him. And the enemy team surrenders. So that was the first game. I will have the full build for how I was going to build this game in the description. But we also have another game coming up where we're going to change our Sledge out for something else. Sorry for that game, I did not get the full stats. We queued immediately afterwards. So right here, similar start, however, we're going to be going into Brawler's Beatstick instead of the Sledge. So we are going to hit speed, we're going to make it over to our blue. Our teammate is helping us out, we're going to drop the blue. And right now we have the Hand of the God. If we did not have Hand of the God, it would take us a while to take out this camp. Since we have Hand of the God, we can take it out very quickly, hit level 2, and make it to mid. There's a very good chance that we're going to be here before the enemy jungler. We're going to make an evaluation. We don't even see the enemy, so we're going to creep onto his red, or onto her red, because I'm going against the Chang'e, where Chang'e's in mid. We're going to go ahead and start working on their red. Still no eyes on their mid. We're going to fall back the safe way. There's the Chang'e. So as long as we don't miss anything, I think we're good. We get a couple basics off. We're able to use our 3. Chang'e has a med, so that saves her right there. We were able to get the red, so that is a win. We're going to move over to our red. It looks like they got our red, and that's where they were at. We get our jump off onto the Chang'e, we use our brutalize onto the Arachne, and we're able to get the pick. Boyi appears out of nowhere, so we're going to start working on him. Looks like he doesn't have his jump.
They were warned.
And Soul is able to get the pick right there. We are pretty weak, but they just lost 3 people, so I don't expect anybody in mid anytime soon. Our speed is going to be up in 9 seconds, so we're going to go ahead and buy our tier 2 boots to get the 10 physical power. Pick up a health and mana pot. Probably don't need the mana pot, and wards would probably be better, but we didn't want to spend too much money because we are still trying to get our boots online. Jump over the wall, save a little bit of time, use our 3, clear the minions. So this game, we put a point into our 3, point into our 1, another point into our 3, and then a point into our 2. I definitely think that you want to level up the 3 first. I think the 2 is a useful ability for sustaining in jungle, and also getting just that additional little power, so I like to put a point in it. I have seen people just level up the 1 and 2. I don't really recommend it. I think the 2 and its lifesteal is pretty helpful. So Chang'e does have an immunity. I'm not sure if she has beads, but she's going to be a difficult person to ult. Chalk would be very easy. Is Chang'e just going to... Yep. We are super weak. We took 3 power shots right there. We can definitely get this Arachne though. We use our 3 to get a little bit closer. Oh, 18 health. I love it. Barely able to get out. So right there we used our 3 to get a little bit closer, and then we used our ultimate. We kind of just risked it and got lucky that the tower did not have enough damage to get us. So we have our Warriors tab out online, which means that we're going to be chunking whenever we use our 3 onto an enemy. Since speed is not up yet, we're going to start on the right side of the jungle, hit these back harpies, make our way to the red buff, and then we're probably going to head back to speed. We might make an appearance over and right because the enemy support is pushed up pretty far. And it looks like so is their hunter, so we're going to make a rotation over. We're going to get our rune stacks before we engage. So now if we jump on somebody, they're going to be stunned. We get the stun, basic, and get the brutalize. We should have waited for him to jump and then use the brutalize. Also, I just realized that I went beads as a relic this game. Probably didn't mean to do that. We jump in, we get a basic attack off, and we're able to get the pick onto the full Yi.
An enemy has been slain.
And that's probably all we need to do right here. We're going to check their purple. Our speed is up, but since we just got a win in the right lane, I think it makes sense to try to get something for that win, so we're going to invade their purple.
Can't touch this.
We have the tier 2 version of Brawler's Beatstick now, so we're just getting a little bit more power. Once we have the tier 3 version online, we'll be able to apply some anti-heal. For some reason, and maybe this is just me, I feel like on a lot of assassins, if you go Brawler's Beatstick, it kind of hurts their early game. Maybe it's because Fenrir is a relatively newer god for me. I haven't been playing him that much in the past, and I kind of picked him up because of a request. We jump in, we get a stun, we get a basic attack, we get our ultimate, and we brutalize for the pick. But what I was saying is I feel like with most assassins, Brawler's Beatstick is going to hurt their early game. With Fenrir, I actually don't think it hurts his early game. I think it helps him. He may not do as much damage, but he prevents a lot of the heals from going on.
Your right tower has been destroyed.
And his damage output is kind of gross, whether it be from Brawler's Beatstick or the Sledge. As long as you have Warriors Tabi plus a little bit of power from some kind of item, whether it be a hybrid item or a pure power item, he does really good damage. And then his ultimate is such a displacing ultimate. Even if you don't have the damage, a good ult to get an enemy away from their team can eventually lead to a pick. We're going to go ahead and use our brutalize. That is her immunity. We're going to have to dash out. We did not expect the Arachne to jump in on us. We make it under our tower. Arachne falls back and Aphrodite is rotating over. We don't have our ult for another 20. We do have this Aphrodite on us. We're gonna go ahead and get our Brutalize off.
Your middle tower is under attack.
There we go. So we are gonna make our way to red.
Under attack.
Oh, this is our Afro is somebody from the Discord server who joined. So if you are ever trying to play a game with me, there is a Discord link in the description of this video. That is a great place to join and learn about Smite. There's a lot of Smite questions that get asked in there on what items go with which gods, and usually a lot of good people sharing their knowledge of Smite. And I'll occasionally post in there and be like, hey, playing in 30 minutes, anyone trying to party up? So I think I am playing with this Sylvanas and with this Aphrodite. So we are having another pretty dominant early game, 6-0-2. This chalk is a little pushed up. The blue for us is still not up. So we're going to make our way to chalk, see if we can ult him. We go ahead and ult him. We still have our leap in case he does one of his hammers. Very interesting, I used my Brutalize onto the chalk. Sylvanas pulled him, and then my Brutalize got cancelled. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm bad.
They were warned.
I thought the Sylvanas was gonna do a little sooner. Took one too many shots right there. So whenever you are taking tower shots, it does exponentially more damage. So if you take one shot, no big deal. Second shot's gonna deal more than the first. Third's gonna deal more than the second, and so on. So the longer you stand under tower, the quicker you're gonna go down. We have some wards, but we have yet to place them. We have some health potions to help us sustain if we need to. Our speed is down, but our blue is up. The red is about to respawn, and purple is up. So even though blue is up, I'm going to make my way to the right side of the jungle, just because there's more camps for me. I'm going to leave Sylvanas to get the blue by himself. That being said, our speed is almost up, so it might be time to make a rotation to blue, although it looks like Sylvanas is on it now, while we're moving for our speed. We're going to need a basic attack, move around so we avoid the red line, which is going to be the damage from the spear thrust. Tag up our jungle shrine. Sylvanas looks like he just now dropped blue, so we're actually not going to rotate over there. So if Fenrir has 4 runes and he uses his jump, his 4 runes do not get consumed. Meaning that the only time you have to reset your runes is whenever you use your 1, your 3, or your ultimate whenever you have 5 runes. So right here, we're going to go ahead and ult, and we misplayed. We should have waited for that Changa to use her immunity. We miss our pulverize and we miss our jump, so we're just going to run. We get ulted. This might be it for us.
Wow, did I need that?
We were able to get out. So we're going to go ahead and back, go into the Honed Edge, which will eventually go into Arondight. Speed is down, so we're not that interested in the left side of the jungle.
They were warned.
Soul was able to get a pick onto the Changa.
Your left tower is under attack.
We're going to get this back Harpy camp, and then purple is up, so we might move to there. It seems that our dual lane in this game was not that interested in getting our purple.
Tactical Fury. Help!
Gold Fury could definitely be the play.
Fury. Tactical Fury.
We're going to start with Oracles. Arachne has gone onto the Soul in mid, although it looks like Soul's fine. We're going to go ahead and start on the Gold Fury. We have Aphrodite rotating to us. Hopefully the Neath or Soul will come as well. So right now, passing the aggro to the Aphrodite so she can tank it a little bit. She's going to heal me up and heal herself up. Full Fury goes down. That is some gold in our pocket. All the camps for us are about to respawn. Blue is still down, so we're going to clear red, back, get speed, and then make our way to blue. Or we're going to hit purple because we're over here. We drop the purple. We're going to go ahead and back. So now we have the option of going speed blue harpies because all those camps are up. Just shy of Arondight, so we're going to wait a few seconds, pick it up, and then make our way to our camp. We do have our ultimate, so we're going to look to ult somebody in the next opportunity that we can. Since Jungle Chalice was full, we're going to hit these harpies and then go to blue.
Your middle tower
We might be able to get this
Friends
chalk
don't
right
leave
here.
friends behind.
We've got 1 level on him.
Your middle tower has been destroyed.
We get our ult off, does a ton of damage. We get a basic off, we go ahead and brutalize them, and we're able to get the pick. We relieve a little bit of pressure in solo lane. Probably don't need to hit the Totem of Kill, so we're going to move to the blue buff.
Ally has been slain.
Changa gets the pick onto Soul and mid, so we're going to look to clean that up whenever we rotate mid.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Changa
An
is
enemy
still
has been
pushed.
slain.
We do not have our full runes.
Your team has destroyed a level.
We jumped in. We're going to get some basics. That is her immunity. That's what we were trying to get out. There is her Aegis. There's a med. The med is huge for her. Gives her enough health. She's no longer one-shot. I missed that. Oh my goodness. Please don't die. Please don't die. Oh my goodness. Good for that
Everything's gonna be
Changa.
okay.
I missed a lot right there.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Can't touch this.
As soon as I saw her pop her med, I probably should have pulled back. I think I missed 2 basic attacks that could have gotten her. Just a little bit of a misplay there. Could have been a lot cleaner in the execution. Sylvanas is
They
going
were
to
warned.
spank this Arachne.
You've only just begun, haven't you?
Sylvanas solo. If you haven't played it, try it out. He's got the AoE clear. Does surprisingly well in solo. Our speed is up, so is the red and purple. Blue is the only camp that's really down right now.
Destroyed a middle enemy tower.
So after going into Arondight, we're going to be going into Sledge. And then in the other build, we actually went into Sledge first. So I'll kind of put both build options in the description down below. I think the Sledge start might be a little bit more helpful or consistent, but you can also start with this
You've only
Brawlers.
just begun, haven't you?
Our Afro is able to get the pick. We're going to make a rotation. I bet you we could get their support. We use our Brutalize on her. That's going to take out over half her health. We're going to go ahead and ult her.
Slain an enemy.
We basically picked her up and swallowed her into our tummy. Purple's up. We're going to go ahead and drop this. Sylvanas, our solo, is all the way over in right. He's going to lose his tier 1 tower. Damage is up. We're going to hit this camp. So right now, Changa is the highest in the lobby. I think it's a good thing we went Brawlers for the Changa and for the Chalk.
Enemy missing left.
We have no vision on anyone. Between Sylvanas and myself, we can definitely take this Pyromancer. Arachne is on Soul in mid, does not seem to be coming left. There's 2 people in right. Changa is in right.
Friends don't leave friends behind.
2 people in mid.
An enemy has been
Soul
slain.
gets 1. We use our jump to get the stun. We're going to go ahead and brutalize.
They were warned.
Lannis is able to get the pick. We are pretty low on mana, so we're not really looking to pick a fight. We could be looking to take down this tier 2 tower though. Soul is engaged on the Changa. 2 people pushing our right tower. Since they are right heavy, we're going to check their speed camp. We're going to strip their left jungle.
Your right tower has been destroyed. An enemy has left the game.
And that is unfortunate. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Their Changa left.
You're not scared of anyone.
That was an easy one. We're gonna go ahead and pick up our speed camp. I feel like Changa was the only thing keeping this team in the game. So I feel like with her gone, it's gonna be a surrender pretty soon. We do have our ultimate. We could definitely close in on this Arachne. If she were to time it perfectly, she could ult right as I'm biting down. I think we're gonna be able to get the jump on her. We brutalize. Brutalize kills her spiders. We jump. We're gonna go ahead and ult. She jumps back down, which allows us to get her. She definitely could have gotten away right there. I think she probably didn't realize that I ulted before jumping back down. And the enemy team surrenders. Well, if you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel for some more content and subscribe. The stats for this game hopefully will be posted in just a second. If you ever want to reach out to me, the Discord server is in the link down below. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.